Okay, so back to got everything sanded. Everything's finished, smoothed out, feels good. There's no sharp, jagged edges. Everything's kind of looks like to be smooth. Like I said, back sand the inside here, so it's got a smooth deal. I already took and cut out the door height here. So like I said, we're going to measure from this line down. Basically, set my caliper up. I like using the caliper for a number of reasons. I got 2 good points here and 2 points here, and then I actually, if I extend this out, I got like a little 6-inch straight edge. So it's a very versatile, handy tool to have. I seriously recommend picking one up, throwing it in your box. But I'll set this at 1.05, and then basically just come down here, make a little scribe there, and then come back here and do the same deal. And then that way I got a little mark in there. And then what I'll do is I'll take and, like I said, extend this out. So now I got this cool little additional straight edge. I'll flip it around because I got that little 1/8-inch lip or so there in the back to get a little strength back there. Line these up. Little scratch marks we made there. Take your pencil or marker or whatever you happen to be using. Give yourself a line to go by. So boom, there you go. Okay, I'll cut this. We're just going to cut down into it. Follow our line. So that's what we got. A little flat surface there to kind of sit it on. Everything looks like it's straight and square. It's not all teeter-tottery, which is good. So then we'll take our chassis. And like I said, I kind of finished this guy off. So this is basically set up to be 1 inch, basically just like this side. I just took and cut out that additional support there. So we're going to mount this side as the door mount, and this side is just the upper deck mount. If you didn't watch the other tutorial to get to this point. So basically, if you put both of them together right now, it obviously isn't going to fit. We'll get it trimmed so it fits it. So what I like to do is this leading edge right here, I'll have that recessed back behind this door, maybe 1/8 of an inch or so. The thing I do though first is I'll take and actually mount the body to the chassis. So I'll get that sitting, right where I want it to be sitting at. Good little tool to have here too. I didn't mention this in the very beginning. It's just a little flashlight, because basically what this is going to help you do. And I got the light for my workbench. Try to multitask it here, which I can do it when it's laying flat, but just so that you can kind of see. You get the light, and that basically shows you right where this hole here is through the body, so that your body mount holes line up and they're perfectly flush every single time. You can use any kind of flashlight, any kind of light source that's coming behind it. Just give it enough light behind there so you can actually see what it is. And then I'll take and typically leave a little bit of space there. And I'll mount it flush with the bottom of the chassis, so if somebody runs a tech gauge underneath there, I have everything as low as it can go. I don't want the body any lower than the chassis. It may drag and rub on the right side of the car. You get some tire wear on there, the foam runs out. But I'll take and leave that body kind of sit so it's at a neutral point. And I'll take and set it about right where I want it at, and leave that little bit of space between the two of them. Let's take a body pin. Don't use the X-Acto knife or anything. Use something that's round or a little drill bit if you have one. And basically just stick it right through that point, or mark it anyways. I just like using pins. They work real good. If you want heated up, works real good too. Heat it with a little cigarette lighter and just kind of poke it through there, and it melts through, and it gives you a good solid hole. Then we'll take our body clips, which I don't know what I did with them. Go to my emergency backup one I have here hanging. hole's a little bit smaller than what the hole is for the body clip. What I'm taking to do is I'm going to put that in, make sure that's holding that exactly where that needs to be with the tension and everything on there. And I'll go ahead and I'm going to come back and I'm going to mark that back hole also. Same way, same thing as I did in the front. So once that's through, you can pull that back out. And actually mount that side right to the chassis. Easier said than done today. Oh, my hole's off by a little bit. I wonder what happened there. Okay. That does happen. Something apparently moved. Okay, so there you go. This mount is up just a little bit in the back, which is fine. We probably kind of want that. Here, I'll put it this way so you guys can actually see it from square up and down, so you get it in the right spot. So we're basically just going to repeat that same process on the other side. Leave the body kind of relax where it needs to, where it wants to set itself at. The thing is, if you slide it so it has to be perfect on both sides, you're going to get this like little bind action going on there. So I just try to pull it over wherever it needs to be. I don't have a cigarette lighter with me, so let me grab one quick. Okay, so being that move, just to, if you want to make sure that don't happen for you, like I said, I'm just trying to do everything in a time frame here for you. Take and put them down where they need to be at. And put a little piece of tape down across the bottom and bring that up, and that's going to hold it. It ain't going to move, you know what I mean? So that's going to be a nice tight fit right there for you. It's good, the body's relaxed. Taking show you the real quick deal with how to do this with the pin. Make sure you get a pin that fits into the pliers that you're holding it with nice and tight. Simply just heat up the end of it so it gets like a little cherry on the end there. And then basically we're just going to slide that right through the hole. In the front, one in the back. Oh, cool down too fast. Let's do it again. Probably looked a little easier doing it that way too, so it was taped on, it wasn't going to go anyplace. And then grab our body pins here. We should have a little bit better luck on this side. There you go, just like that. So, like I said, the tape works. Obviously, you can see it worked a little bit better. You know, it's a little bit straighter on that side. I like to have the back up just a little bit, just so that, like I said, you got tire wear, things to consider that way. So now that that's done, that's mounted. That's going to be where that body is going to ride all the time. And then I'm not going to go into how the Pro Cuts work, but I actually have the Pro Cut tutorial. Go over there and check that out, and then I'll explain, you know, real simply how that works and the alignment deal that way. I'm just looking at mounting the body on this particular tutorial.